Hello.
Namaste.
Adab.
Sat Sri Akal.
Hi everyone. Welcome to this podcast, Take a Pause with me, Shweta.
And me, Sudeep. In this podcast, you get to listen to different events, experiences, and lots of stories for entertainment to build a mindful lifestyle.
This podcast will also help you to design your life to reach your best potential in everything you're doing right now. So let's get started with today's episode. Sudeep, will you agree if I say that dreams come true?
Yeah, I mean, there is a possibility that if you wish for something, that might come true.
Exactly. Now, what do you mean by wishing for something?
Having those thoughts in your mind.
Absolutely. So, what I'm saying is, dreams are byproducts of your thoughts. Now, think other way around also. Something that you have been, थोड़ा fear है तुझे उसमें. It could be something that we don't like. It's like an unpleasant situation, and then we want that ये नहीं होना चाहिए, ये नहीं होना चाहिए, ये नहीं होना चाहिए, and but even though you don't share it with anybody, you're constantly thinking of it. And even though you're not telling anybody and you're avoiding, ये मुझे नहीं सोचना है, फिर भी वो हो गया. And it's like face your fears, huh?
Yeah, exactly.
And see, so as you're talking about dreams as a byproduct of, as I mentioned about thoughts, will you agree that अगर हम negative thinking करते हैं, तो negative things पक्का हो जाते हैं?
Yeah.
And positive think करते हैं, तो yes, positive भी होते हैं. Right?
That's right.
Now, Sudeep, this reminds me of this beautiful quote mentioned by Mahatma Gandhi. Watch your thoughts as they become your words. Watch your words as they become your actions. And watch your actions because they become your habits. And ultimately, or eventually, your habits become your values. And your values are what you are.
Wow.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So it could be that client presentation, or it could be that relationship that, of course, we remember the negative things. But I think, as you always say, that remember that why you are in that relationship, or remember that what was your agenda that you wanted to show this presentation to your client. Is that right?
Very true.
We can't change this. Human brain is like that, Sudeep.
Yeah.
That वो एक negative चीज याद रहती है और 10 positive चीज हम भूल जाते हैं. Sudeep, it's been so many years that I'm working on making my mindset positive, and it was not an easy game, yeah. Right?
Right. And what you said, that one negative thought can actually sort of...
What?
So, Shweta, today's story written by Ratnakar Matkari, the famous author Ratnakar Matkari,
Of course.
Talks about exactly this point.
Wow.
And क्या होगा स्टोरी में, ये तो सुनने के बाद ही पता चलेगा.
Okay, waiting to listen.
So, Shweta, this story is about an old man named Baman,
Okay.
who lived all by himself in his old bungalow. Baman's family stayed abroad, and he had lost his wife a few years ago.
Sad, yeah.
Baman never had many friends and did not enjoy being with relatives either.
Okay.
He used to run his own business in his young age, and probably it was the reason why he kept himself aloof from most people. Despite having a lot of wealth generated, Baman felt lonely and, he lacked companionship. He did speak to his children a few times a week, but his interest in answering and asking the same questions, had eventually dried up. One day, while walking through his garden, Baman found a white furred cat that was strolling through his plants.
Okay.
The cat looked at him and slowly walked towards Baman. He kneeled down and awaited the cat to come towards him. The cat came closer and brushed its body on Baman's legs. He felt wanted and sensed affection.
So much warmth, na?
From that day, Baman and the cat became companions. So, Each day, the cat used to hop inside from an open window or sneak its way in from the thinnest gap in the grill door. Baman kept a small plate of milk ready, which the cat drank with a lot of spur. Later, the cat had a routine of taking the afternoon nap with Baman. They both lazed around on the big, brown, soft cushioned sofa in Baman's living room and fancied watching reality TV shows. Baman even conversed with the cat and told it about how the reality show is faked or the gossips happening at the trending Big Boss house.
So, isn't it easy to be friends with the pets? Because they are not going to judge or say anything. It's like having just listeners around. Huh?
The cat used to nod when Baman played the most iconic R.D. Burman songs from the late 70s on his old radio. The music felt magical to both as they both dined together. Somewhere in the middle of the night, the cat used to sneak its way out, and the same routine continued the next day. Baman did not feel the need to converse with his children anymore. Every time they called, he either told them that he was too busy or, just skipped the calls. His companionship with the cat had grown to a larger extent. Days, weeks, months passed, and Baman finally had a friend to share and live with. But the one thing that Baman kept thinking each day that he didn't want this relationship to end ever. He didn't want another companion to leave him. He felt anxious when he held the cat.
Yeah.
What if it leaves Baman and he's left all alone? On a fine Saturday morning, Baman got up according to his routine. He started his day with his freshly made cup of tea and reading his favorite column in the newspaper. It was almost about 10 a.m. when Baman went on doing his home chores and didn't realize it was noon. He wondered why the cat had not come yet. He waited in his armchair for an hour, but there was no sight of the cat. He felt restless and couldn't have his lunch today.
I'm sure. Yeah.
Hours passed, but the cat never appeared. Baman even kept all the doors and windows open and awaited all day, but it was in vain. The restlessness grew into a haunt and thoughts poured in his mind. Would the cat have left him?
Because he just thought of this one day or maybe some days
Yeah.
before. Yeah.
Cats are non-emotional animals, but no, not this one. This was my cat and it did care about me. Why would it leave me? He wondered all night. At around midnight, there was a sudden thunder and burst of rain. Baman realized his windows were open all day and he got up to close them one by one. As he was about to close the one facing the garden, he saw something weird there. He tried to look closely but couldn't figure it out in the heavy rain. He went in and brought out a torchlight and flashed it at the object. It was the same white cat that had died in his garden.
Oh my God.
He was shocked.
I'm sure.
The torch almost fell from his hand and he felt dizzy. It was a weird posture. The cat had one leg stretched up towards the sky and its body was completely dismantled. Paman couldn't see it for another second. He walked in somehow and lay down on his bed. Tears burst into his eyes. He felt restless in his heart. It was beating faster and he felt as if his heart would explode out of his chest. He opened his telephone diary and rushed through its pages and called up his old friend in the municipal corporation.
Okay.
Hello. Hello, is this Pratap? I'm so sorry to disturb you at this hour, but something has happened to me. No, I am okay, but a cat has died in my garden. Yes, it's my cat and its body is right there. It's getting wet in this heavy lashes of rain and I don't know what to do. I can't leave it there. It needs a proper burial. Can you please send someone urgently? I need someone to clean it up from my garden. Tomorrow? No, 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 no. Tomorrow is very late. Okay, but please do it in the first thing tomorrow morning. Baman could not sleep the entire night. The rain lashed on his windows and the garden was poured with water. The next morning, Baman got up to see the cat again, and it looked even more horrible. There was water all around and flies circling the cat's body. It looked like a nightmare. Baman waited all day, but nobody turned up to pick or clean the mess in his garden.
Oh my God, what he must be going through.
As the evening drew close, Baman's restlessness increased. Crows circled the dead cat now, and he saw them prick and eat upon the body. He waved his hands from the balcony and shouted at the crows. He tried but couldn't dare to go anywhere near the cat.
Yeah, because I was about to ask, why can't he just go and, bury his own cat?
Yeah.
I don't know, yeah. I think he was scared, Sudeep,
He was
right?
scared. The rotten smell was all over, which was unbearable.
Oh God.
He decided to call Pratap again. Hello, what's going on, Pratap? I was told a person would visit today and clean up the mess. It's still there in my garden. No, nobody turned up. What? Oh, you're lying. So you mean that someone came in here and there was no cat in my garden? Are you joking? Nobody has turned up. You all are together and waiting for me to feel more pain and give me more distress. I can still see the cat, Pratap. It's right in front of my eyes. Stop lying to me. Listen, if you don't send somebody now, I will have to go there by myself and do something. It's unbearable to me. Baman banged the phone in despair. How could they say that there was no cat? Did they kill the cat purposefully and decide to give Baman pain?
Oh my God, Sudeep. Where is this going?
This is all done with purpose, and now Baman had no choice but to do something by himself. Pratap, on the other hand, wondered what had been wrong with Baman. He initially felt that Baman was speaking the truth, but he actually had someone sent on the spot, and that person mentioned that there was nothing there. The man just saw someone waiting in the balcony, waving his hands and shouting out loud. Pratap felt Baman needed definite help. He decided he would go the next morning and see it for himself. The rain stopped by dawn, and as Pratap approached Baman's bungalow, he saw something weird in the garden. There was a body with one leg stretched up in the sky and it being dismantled.
Oh God.
It wasn't the cat though, Shweta. It was Baman.
Could being more purposeful be another way to keep ourselves busy and be away from these negative thoughts, because you're too busy serving your purpose, and then maybe these negative thoughts don't entertain you?
Yes, that's
Yeah.
so well composed, Shweta.
But I
And-
know, but I think Baman just went through this and it's a disaster.
But Shweta, as you said that Mahatma Gandhi had cited,
Yes. Your thoughts become your words, words become your action become your habits, and eventually your habits become what you are.
right? And after this story, I think your thoughts become your destiny.
Actually, yes. Your thoughts is equal to your destiny. Well said. But Sudeep, remember this. Dreams do come true.